ladies and gentlemen of YouTube of the Walls, and welcome back to another amazing comic show video. Today, I'll be doing a episode review for Season 2 of Loki, Episode 1. And it's called Ouroboros. So, if before I continue on, you guys are just coming to the comic show, don't know exactly what I normally do. I just do reviews for Disney Plus, Netflix, want to go see movies in theaters. Sometimes I do trailer reactions, unboxing videos, gaming videos, theory videos, which I haven't done any of those in a long little while, but stay tuned for the near future because there's going to be a lot more coming along the way. So it has been a very, very, very long time since my last review for Loki of Season 1, and it's been over, I think, 1 or 2 years-ish. So yeah, a lot has changed for the last year or two, and now we get to see what happens next in this season, because in the last episode of Season 1, Loki got kicked through the time door portal by Sylvie, and he ends up being in another new branch where Mobius doesn't know who he is. That lady, that TVA lady, agent person doesn't know who he is, but he's trying to go back to the actual time branch timeline where Mobius knows who he is. But we end up noticing in this episode, and particularly, he's actually in a future, past, present kind of a timeline. So he's bumping between, he's time, like, basically in this episode, he's basically like time looping or time hopping or whatever, time looping or whatever. It is one of the persons at the TVA tells him this, and his name is Ouroboros, played by the guy who was in Everything Everywhere Around the World. You know that little, you know that Asian guy that was in, or Asian kid that was in, the Goonies? Yeah, him, the little Asian kid. Yeah, he's all grown up. He was in that movie Everything Everywhere Around the World, and he's actually in this show. He's also in Marvel, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, so he plays Ouroboros, and basically they go to him, asking what's going on with Loki, and they end up and he ends up knowing that he's been time hooping or time hopping or time skipping or whatever the name of it is, and he's basically like looping between like either the present, the future, the past of the TVA. But Mobius keeps on telling them time works differently here. We don't have a past, future, or present, or whatever. It's completely different. Well, that's technically a lie, because Loki is time hopping between different times of the TVA. Because when he time hopped to, I don't know if it's the past or the future, because Mobius doesn't know who he is in the beginning of the episode, when he's trying to run away from him and some of the other TVA. So I'm wondering, at the beginning of the episode, he was actually in the past, and nobody knew who he was. But when he started time hopping a little bit more throughout the entire episode, some things are a little bit different than usual. Because at the very end, Mobius, Loki, and Ouroboros are in this, like, they're in the heart of the TVA, where you see this, like, weird looking, like, stick looking thing with a whole bunch of branches, like, breaking through, and basically Ouroboros, or OB for short, basically was saying, like, he's been time hopping, but the only way we can save him from stopping doing that, we need to we need to shoot a freaking hook into the heart of the branch and pull him out without ripping him to pieces, kind of thing. So, and when they were in that room, I know. Well, there's really not a lot to explain about this episode. There's only like some things that were really interesting. Basically, he through the entire episode, Loki was just time hopping everywhere, and people were trying to find him. And basically, more near the very end of the episode, was getting more and more interesting. And it was kind of cool that they're in this like high sealed room, and Mobius is like having this weird contraption where he's able to shoot a hook towards the branch heart thing and pull Loki out, which it actually did. But during the process, while they were waiting in that room while Obi was trying to do the calculations, he writes Mobius writes skin on the side of a computer monitor, and when Loki time hopped again, he ended up not being in the past, but in the future, because he looks at the monitor and it was like, wait, Mobius wrote that when I was with them. So then he said, I'm the future. So I think he's been hopping like we've been right the entire time. He's been hopping between past, present, and future. So he's actually in the future. Then he decided to like go find Sylvie, while in the, I guess, present, or I guess whatever, or past, or whatever, which Mobius decides to talk to OB, and he decides to go out into the reactor area where the heart of the branch thing is, and he's wearing this big bulky suit with this big giant tube behind his back. It was weird looking though. But then he walks out. He puts the weird contraption thing that OB made so they can extract Loki off of the timeline, or so he can stop time hooping or whatever. And so he connects it to the machine out in the reactor area, and it shot right into the right in the middle of the branches area. So they were waiting for the right specific time to like hit the button so they can close the shutter doors, so nothing would happen. But during the process, the only way that Loki can get back to see Mobius is somebody needs to stick him with one of those like TVA sticks. So when he was in the future trying to look for Sylvie, the phone was ringing. He heard a phone ring while he was searching around the TVA, and then he saw somebody opening an elevator. It was Sylvie, but before he was able to reach out for her, somebody or someone stabbed Loki in the back with one of those TVA sticks, and he was able to get recalled by that hook thing that got launched into the heart of the TVA, and it was able to like launch him right towards freaking Mobius, and they both like get launched right backwards back inside the TV before the shutters closed on them. I was like, oh my god, that was a freaking close call. And then that was basically it for the entire episode. There's really nothing else that was really pretty interesting about the episode. But near the very end of the credits of the episode, we saw Sylvie going to Braxton somewhere on Earth. It's in 1982, and she goes to a old-fashioned McDonald's. And she sees everybody eating, and a guy's asking what she wants on the menu, and she's like looking around at everybody, and he's still asking her, like, "What do you want?" And she says, "I want everything on the menu." And I was like, she's like, so she's gonna have everything on the menu at McDonald's. Like, oh my god, that's great. But yeah, I thought that was pretty awesome to see a 1982 version of McDonald's back when it was like, still in its prime back in the 80s. So it was kind of cool. So that was basically it for episode 1 of season 2. I really did enjoy it. So for the rating, I'm probably just going to give it a spot on 4.4 out of 5. But yeah, there was really nothing else that I really saw that was really interesting. But more, it was just like how they're trying to help Loki, trying to stop, time hopping between like past, future, present, and they were able to save him. So it was pretty interesting. So I don't know what the next episode is going to be about. I'm guessing they're going to try to find Sylvie and where she is, and they probably maybe somehow find her, maybe not, but who knows for sure. But I don't like the fact that when she went to McDonald's, there is a place down in the States somewhere where they actually transformed a one McDonald's into an 1982 version of McDonald's, where you can go inside and actually pay, like you can actually pay, like, how much was it back then in the 1980s? It was like, I think it was like 75 cents for like a burger meal or something like that, and they actually have prices like that in that McDonald's down in the States. I can't remember where exactly, but you can go there and you can see the merchandise of Loki season 2, and it's like, oh, that'd be great to go see. But sadly enough, there's probably not one here in Canada, because I would love to go see one in Canada somewhere, maybe in BC. If there was one in BC somewhere where I live, and just go there and just check out all the merchandise. It's kind of cool, and pay for a meal for like under like $1. Like, why not? But either way, I liked the episode. It was good. Go check out season 2, episode 1 of Loki. It's out on Disney Plus. I really did enjoy it, and I hope you guys really enjoy my big review for Ahsoka episode 8. I really did enjoy that series, and now it's over, and now we're going to be doing more reviews for Loki season 2. So stay tuned, and also there is going to be a total of 6 episodes for the season, just like the first season was. So we don't know how many episodes there are going to be. And I don't know what else shows are going to be coming out right after. But I do have the Google thing. I did look up like how many episodes. It says how many episodes of Loki season 2. There's going to be a total of 6 episodes, about roughly 45 to 60 minutes each, that will follow Loki as he tries to take down who he remains and uncover the truth of the TVA and the rest of the universe. So that's all I gotta say about it. That's all we all know from the first episode. That concludes it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and stay subscribed. Hit the notification bell down below. Hit the bell so you guys get notified when I do upload every day or every few days. So I'm trying to do more videos than I possibly can, and also I'm gonna try to do some more shorts for the comedy show. So stay tuned for those as well. So peace out and have a good time, guys.
A few shots, they're too toxic, need to take the news off. You cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me.